And the 2-day early head start is today, the 28th, and I think a lot of you guys are thirsty for some information, and many of you are hungry to jump in with me. So hopefully we get to play together. I'm going to be probably jumping in as a paladin. I think so. I think you guys want to see that. Really well-rounded gameplay archetype. I can do a whole lot, solo, group play, all that good stuff, and it's just freaking fun based on my gameplay whenever I actually went to the Emissary event. So keeping that hype alive, guys, we're going to be talking about Bless, but the title seems a little bit negative, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so Bless this mess, the mess of Bless. Bless Online has stumbled a little bit. I think we can all admit that with the way that they've been advertising the game just a little bit. And I kind of wanted to make this video talking about it. I wanted to do one more video that really just kind of takes everything that I've been feeling and put it out there and really kind of spearhead this conversation with the fact that Bless has actually been awkward and kind of cringy, and a lot of its advertisements, its trailers, were bad. I want to actually talk about how that's a good thing. That's weird, right? But you guys know I'm biased because I am an emissary, so I'm partnered with the game. I did get the game for free, and they took me out, they flew me out to San Francisco, they wined and dined me, as Fever said, and that can definitely get to people's heads, absolutely. But you should know, if you watch my videos, I have not pulled punches. Other content creators have been significantly more nice and following the hype train significantly more, but I don't do that. I only tell you exactly what's in the heart, what is absolutely real. So hopefully you trust me when I say that the awkward trailers, the awkward publishing of this game so far has actually been a breath of fresh air. This is actually a really cool thing, and I'll explain why. So, when I first was getting into Bless, I was reviewing the website. You know, my pre-impressions, I do this for games that I'm excited about or interested in. And I was reviewing the website, and there was actually some really subtle things that I could not really explain properly, quantify, that got me excited for the game. I mean, in a lot of ways, it did look vanilla. In a lot of ways, it didn't have exactly new features. The Pokemon features have been in a couple of modern MMO that we've seen. Riders of Icarus, Dragon's Prophet, stuff like that. I've played those games. I've seen those games. They can look graphically okay. You know, the trailers can look okay. Combat can look okay. But when you get in the game, it's not the same. But a lot of MMOs are really game-focused. I mean, they're games. They're video games. But if you watch some of my other rant videos, you know how I feel about MMOs and online games specifically, is that they're not just games. If you think about them more like concerts or more like festivals, then you probably get a more accurate representation of what it means to play these kind of games. And so, the publishing matters. Said that a million times, and a lot of this video is going to be reiteration. But the publishing, the advertisement, the marketing, the events, this sort of stuff really actually is going to tell you the flavor of what this kind of game is going to be like, what it's going to be like in the future. And those are things that do matter. You know, the speculation of MMOs does matter in a review because they're online games. They're consistently evolving. They're live games. You know, things happen live, real time, massively multiplayer online community interaction. So the way that they host events, the way they show trailers and how they are trying to broadcast themselves is going to show what the game's going to be like. So what's the game going to be like? I think pretty awesome. I think it will be heavily community focused, because of everything that they've done, because of the awkward trailers. So here's some examples. We can tell that they're listening to the community literally because they freaking are. It should be known to everyone that that's just obvious. That is an objective fact. They are listening to the community. Of course, they're listening to emissaries, but no, seriously, you guys, your toxicity, your positivity as well. Everything that the whole community is saying is rallying the dev team, you know, the community team to produce new content. So a big example is like the first thing that I saw was that they were pushing out combat videos, right? So every game does this pretty much. We're going to show off the combat. And then a lot of people said, well, that didn't really show us too much. I even did a whole video talking about how the person playing was just kind of randomly pressing buttons. It didn't seem very accurate. And then people complain that, well, especially since it's an MMO and, you know, the Paladin class, well, what about group content? What about healing? Because you just showed, like, you know, fighting with the Paladin. We need to see that in an MMO, especially a group-based, guild-based game. Let's show that. And you know what? I think about 1 day or 2 days after, they put out a video instantly of group play with the Paladin, showing off healing and stuff like that. Another time, with the microtransaction, you know, misconceptions because we just didn't get the information. Yeah, the Emissary event was awkward as hell, but directly afterwards, they did an extra Q&A. They also produced more videos and were trying to clarify all the misconceptions or things that weren't really clarified. And they were really trying to reach out to the community, get us the information, and, you know, translate it well enough and really try to get us what we want. Not only that, but then when we did get that extra information and we found out, you know, like the prices of everything was a little bit too expensive. There were certain things in the cash shop or the premium service that didn't make sense, such as premium service when it comes to customer service, and we were vocal and they took it out. They actually took that stuff out. So as long as we're continuously vocal, they will take stuff out or add stuff in. And we literally know this because they've already done it. Before the game is even out, they've already done it. Now, we can't know for sure if they will continue to do this. We can't know for sure if they will make the game pay to win eventually, if they won't really add content, but I just feel that more than any other MMO in recent times, this is the most community-focused one. And I had that inkling, that sort of feeling in my gut, in my heart, way back then, looking at the website and seeing all the little subtle signs that that's what they wanted to do. That's why I applied to be emissary. Also, the fact that they just had an emissary position, and they were so official about it, and they were so just obviously to me, but maybe not to everyone else, so obviously focused on community interaction, which is why they did such an awkward, a growing pain-filled emissary event where everyone was just live streaming, because they wanted the content creator community to directly entwine themselves with the game and have that audience really brought in at that sort of peer-to-peer, eye-to-eye level, which is why I do all of my videos live, unedited. That's why I spit stuff out from the heart. And so seeing an MMO company do that, have that concept intertwined so very deliberately with their production of their game, it just got me really excited. So I applied to be emissary, and ever since I have, pretty much every issue that I've had and that you guys have been vocal about, they've fixed it, they've tuned it, they've clarified it, they've been producing this experience. They want this to be something that is lived, something that maybe is long-lived, actually, something that you can go and play, a concert, a festival that never ends. And that's really the kind of MMO that you want to sink your teeth in. Something that's going to have new content consistently, something that is updated consistently, that listens to its community, because in the end, an MMO is almost not so much a game. You, the players, are the content, which then kind of makes this more, like I said, like a concert, a festival. It's an event. It's something that is lived in a moment. And the best MMOs are the ones that have the most moments, the most updates, the most upkeep, the most vocal interaction between the dev team and its publishing side, which this is self-published, thank goodness, by Neowiz, as well as the community. That interaction, that communication is key. And they'll have the emissaries to help with that communication. We're actually going to be even in the credits, which is kind of exciting because we're actually a part of the team. We're actually a part of the game. And they really are, we are representing the community, and we are represented by the game because the game knows how important that interaction is. I do believe that more games are going to do stuff like this, especially with the obvious hype and success of Bless Online. That is, unless the game goes down the dumpster and is completely destroyed from here on out. But I'm just saying, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I'm very thankful that I got to go to San Francisco and meet the dev team, and I met all the other content creators, and I had a blast. And obviously, that's going to influence my decision to be as hype as I am for Bless. But regardless, still, the reasons why I applied to be an emissary for Bless, the reasons why I covered Bless, is the same reasons why I'm still excited. They've just only given me more evidence to my initial thoughts and feelings. They fueled the fire to keep the hype alive. I just want to play the game. I just want to get into it. Now, I do want to say, guys, I'm streaming, okay, probably right now, at twitch.tv/Skylint. Please follow. We are no longer streaming on YouTube. YouTube is not a good place anymore, so I really need the audience. I know we can get hundreds of viewers. I'd really appreciate it. I'm covering this game from the heart as best I can as a player who loves this genre, who is honestly in love with the game at the moment, and is somebody who wants to, fuel your fire, give you as much information as possible, and get you in the game, and really play with you, I just want that. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you join us. Definitely, follow notifications, all that. And I just want to say thanks to the Patreons, the donators. Thanks to Bless Team for allowing me to be an emissary. Thanks to everyone. I want to thank my family. I just want to thank everyone for the time that I've had on YouTube. Things are going up. I'm getting invited to more places. I'm going all over the world, doing IRL streams in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, maybe some mini golf, definitely a VR arcade. And I'm just doing a whole lot. So hopefully you don't mind the injection of a little vloggy scenario here, but that's really how I play games. We play online games, and we live in that. It's a lifestyle. These online games, especially MMOs, it's a lifestyle. And I just want to say one last time, it is so refreshing for a game, Bless Online, to acknowledge that. So here we are. As a community together, let's give this game a shot. Because, man, it is so obvious that they are really trying. It's stumbling and falling, and there's some growing pains.